So, in today's video, this is on behalf of my perspective pertaining to why men, so many modern men, view single mothers as only recreational use, so to speak. Because there are some of you women, first of all, who happen to have kids outside of marriage, and you have always wanted to meet that special someone who you could be able to finally hit it off with, and not only hit it off with that special someone, that man, that one special man who could be able to first and foremost not only hit it off with you, but your kids as well. Even if your kids, if you may have more than one kid or just one kid by one man, of course, one kid by one man, that is nowhere around that. But even if you may have multiple kids by one man, however, nowadays there are so many women who choose to have more than one kid by more than one man, which makes it that much more difficult for you to find men who will be willing to wife you up. And not only that, who may see you as only recreational use. And that's one reason why, for some of you women who always come onto social media complaining about your hardships and finding a compatible someone, and your hardships in order to be able to not be able to find that special ideal man you've been longing for to become not only a husband, but someone who could also be willing to be a stepdad to either your one kid that you may have, for the very few you have who may have one kid, because there seems to be, judging from my vantage point, way more women with multiple kids as opposed to women with one kid. And then, okay, some of you shouldn't be looked at as recreational use, some of you single mothers, then why not have all your kids by the same guy? I mean, I know some of you may look at that as old-fashioned or may look at that as corny, but you have to realize, to all my women who are single mothers, you are a woman. Therefore, you are supposed to respect your body. You're not unlike us, when us men, how we could be able to have more than one kid by more than one woman without having to be shamed for it or judged for it. Let me end up fixing this, excuse me. However, have a reputation to maintain. And if for some of you who may wonder about that, why is it such a double standard between both sexes when it comes to having multiple partners? Well, read more about it, look it up, and you'll see exactly why you're supposed to be honest, the average woman is supposed to have no more than, I would say, 3 sexual partners, should have had no more than 3 sexual partners throughout her whole entire lifetime. I'm talking about male partners. I ain't talking about you women who like the carpet munch. I'm talking about my heterosexual women. Anyways, for some of you who may not feel like it's fair for, once again, you to be able to, anytime you may as a woman have multiple kids by more than one man, to get how you get judged harshly, as opposed to a man with more than one kid by more than one woman. Well, just do your research on it. You'll understand why. Anyways, and nevertheless, for some of you women who may have such a problem and wonder why you're looked at as recreational use, well, just think about anytime you may meet a man for the first time, and you may be a woman with more than one kid by more than one man, then you may tell him usually how you have had all your kids by more than one man, every single last one of your kids. If you may have, for instance, 4 kids by either between 2 to 4 different men, well, you're just revealing yourself to be set up for recreational purposes only without even realizing it. Because his first, I would say, intuition would be of how easy you are to be sexually manipulated. On top of that, there are so many of you who like to go outside whenever you go in public, you have to dress as inappropriate as possible. Because I have seen it with my very own eyes, how women with kids and who will have their kids, I could be, for instance, at a grocery store, will be dressed as inappropriate and as skimpy as possible. That's another reason why men see you as recreational use only. And you have nobody, to be honest, I'm just calling a spade, to blame but yourselves only. Anyways, because I'm trying to make this video as short as possible. Anyways, and once again, make sure to like the video, share it, comment on it, last but not least, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, I'm out.